What is going on, guys? Sturmgeschütz here, and today we are going to be starting a new tutorial series. This is the basics of World of Tanks. Now, for this tutorial, we are going to be summing up the basics from what everything does in your garage, all the way to the slightly more advanced the spotting mechanics of this game, which is slightly more advanced than the garage, as you should be able to guess. But today, let's just start off with the basics of what everything does in your garage. Over here, you got in the top left corner, you got your tab that brings up everything that's important to the game. So news, which tells you about updates, new tanks coming into the game, new bundles for the premium store, competitions, pretty much tells you everything that's new, as the name suggests. You got your platoons as you can see, I have no friends online, but you got your platoon to send friends platoon invites, which any friend that is online here in your friends and contacts list will show up here. You just click on their name and you'll send an invite. And depending on how they feel, they'll accept or decline. Over here, you got your profile, and what that does is let you link your accounts to your Facebook, Game Center, or Google+. Meaning that when you log out, you will see log in with a password, you'll see Facebook, and then you'll see Game Center. You just click on the logo for Game Center or Facebook, and it'll just automatically log you in instead of having to use your password, which is a lot faster and a lot easier way of logging in. You can also edit your name if you wanted to change your name, but that's forbidden apparently. Oh yeah, maybe it's because I'm linked. That's odd. It says unknown error has occurred. That's weird, and it won't let me change my name. But right here, it'll show you the price, which is 2,500 gold. Pretty much just type in your new name and click OK. It changes your name right then and there. You can also recover your password if you want, which, if you lost it, it's very useful because, once again, you don't want to lose your password because you don't want other people getting on your account. You also have your service record, which, once again, tells you all your stats, your rewards, your even slightly more detailed statistics about how much damage you've done, enemies destroyed, how much times you've been destroyed, all that good stuff. And then you got your vehicles. If you click the check mark in the bottom left corner, it'll either show or remove the vehicles that you have in the garage. And as you can see in this half of the right half of the screen, it'll show you your stats for that vehicle. So let's say my Panzer E100. As you can see, I'm pretty bad in that. 48% win rate. That's appallingly bad. 50% is bad. I don't play the T2 much light anymore. The T2 light much anymore. I was pretty noob when I played that. So as you can see, I'm terrible in this tank. I really am appallingly bad in this tank. I generally have to be in a platoon to win. I have more victories than I do defeats, but it's because I have so much draws because this thing's so slow to reset the cap. I'm not that good in this tank, but win rate doesn't mean everything. I get 726 average XP and 481 battles in. I was going to say average damage. I was like, what? But as you can see, your battles, your win rate, it's all sorted. But let's say I click on the E50M. It'll show you the stats for that vehicle. As you can see, it changes for the vehicle. You can also check the rewards for that vehicle, which is very useful to see what tanks you're good in. Now, you got your clans, which if you're in a clan, you should already know how this works. Wargaming posted a news topic explaining how that works, and you should already know that. The support, which pretty much tells you if you sent a ticket in it, this circle will appear with a number in it. I sent 23 tickets over the course of my service in this game, my World of Tanks career-ish, whatever you like to call it. Over the gaming time that I played this, I've sent 23 tickets in total. As you can see, you got these are all links. So you got support link, you got a Facebook link, and then you got a forums link. Each, once again, takes it to a new website. You also got your settings and disconnect from server. Over here, you got your missions, which will show you what you're doing. if you want to earn 50,000 credits or whatever your missions are. As you can see, I have 1 day of premium, but it pretty much just gives you missions so you can try and spice up your gameplay to, let's see, destroy 4 enemy vehicles and survive and win in the tier 7. Just spices up the gameplay, generally helps the game, and makes it more fun if you're bored. Try a mission. In the bottom left-ish corner, you have the information for the tank that you have selected on the carousel. Let's say the I3. I click the info and it'll tell me a basic stat. From the protection, meaning the hit points, the armor, stuff like that, all the way to maneuverability and fire. I'm guessing firepower, I don't know. I don't really generally use this. I generally use the more detailed version in here. Not the percentages, this is just a rating overall. I use this, which once again tells me everything that the other thing did. But if I want to find the information for the gun, example, just the gun, tells me every single stat about the gun. Or the turret, for example. Or the engine, whatever module you want to click. It's up to you. Over here, in the bottom left corner, you have your filter, meaning you can sort your tanks from tier, as you can see, only tier 5s, types, only tank destroyers, or nation, only American. You also get your tanks that still have the ×2 bonus, or ×3, whatever it is, and you also have your primary tanks. As you can see, I have none, because I'd like to keep my tanks sorted by default, the way the carousel automatically sorts it. As you can see, I have very neat-ish garage. I like it. You can stack up your things, so let's say I only want to see tier 7 and 8 vehicles, and let's say German. There we go. The only tier 7 and 8 German vehicles I have are tank destroyers. So if I push the tank destroyer button, it makes no difference. If I put heavy tanks, it will just remove them. You also have this button over here in the bottom left to clear the things if you're too lazy to just unclick them. I generally just unclick them, and the rest you should know, aka the crew and the upgrades, which lets you upgrade in-game, which it teaches you in the tutorial. The crew skills, you just pretty much just play your vehicles, and they'll automatically continue, leveling up, I guess. Whatever. I was going to say upgrading, but I really didn't want to say upgrading. You got your chat, which just lets you talk to your contacts that you've already added. You can search their name in over here. Type in a random name, not paste. You can type to the chat. Let's say a random genie guy can say hi. And that's pretty much, this is where you type, this is where you search, and this is where your friends will be, and this is where the chat. Also, you can send a platoon in here by clicking their name and then create a platoon. And yeah, that's pretty much the basics on the garage. And you also got your tech tree, I forgot to mention that, showing you your garage for that nation, or not your garage, the tanks for that nation. The light green will mean you already have that in your garage. Dark green means that you don't have them in your garage. Seeing credits instead of XP over here at the IS4, it shows XP. T44 it shows my credits, meaning you've already researched that tank. If you see XP, it means you still need to research that tank. You can slide between nation for, let's say, German, American, and British tanks. And you also have Russian, obviously. You have your premium vehicles up at the top. I guess I'll show you that. You have your premium vehicles up at the top, and non-premium at the bottom. And you have your store, buying bundles for the game. So let's say 1 day premium, as you can see over below the assistive touch. 1 day premium and 150 gold for the tiny kit. Goes all the way up here to the war chest. Lots of different stuff. Check it out yourself. You have your gold currency, which is your premium currency in the game. Standard currency, which is credits, and your free XP. Now, hopefully, you already know what these are. If you don't, gold is used to buy premium ammunition, premium tanks, or transfer your XP left in other vehicles that you've already beaten. It'll transfer using gold to your free XP, which is very useful because it's a quick way of getting extra XP to research tanks, research modules. It's up to you. And yeah, that's pretty much the basics of the garage, and I hope this was helpful, and happy hunting. I hope to see you out there.